Now more than ever, it's important for you and your family to enjoy the spaces you're in most often. Visit FergusonShowrooms.com to shop online or schedule a personalized consultation to meet with our experts at your local Ferguson Bath, Kitchen, and Lighting Gallery. Together, we'll help you make the most of home and create a space you'll love to live in. Get started on your project and discover extraordinary products like the Quartz Luxe Undermount Kitchen Sink from LK.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Live day. That's right, man. Oh, just a couple Tuesdays away, man. Tuesday, November 20th. Before you know it, it'll be here. We'll be at Snoqualmie Casino. And you know what? You will, too. As you know, Live Day, we and the men's room do our shows completely live. There's nothing pre-recorded. Sound effects, commercials, music, all of it is done live.
And we're going to be in our pajamas for this. Yeah. So come on down. Bananas in pajamas. We got to get the band to know how to do that song.
Oh, definitely. Because, I mean, for most of us, our bananas will be in pajamas.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
it's the greatest song ever.
Oh, yeah, we got to get Bananas and Pajamas done, man.
Wait, is it Bananas and Pajamas? I think it's Bananas and Pajamas.
However you want to do it, man.
Bananas in Pajamas.
That's right.
No.
It's a British show. That's what
I thought it was Australian.
All right, you're probably right about that.
Close.
It's some fancy accent.
Regardless, show up in your pajamas.
That's what we're trying to tell you. And show up indeed, because it's a live audience. Second year in a row we're doing it. Snoqualmie Casino rocks. What a great place to see anything. So, yeah, come see us November 20th, live day at Snoqualmie Casino. You want tickets? We've got general admission. We've got the premium experience. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to turn down for Thursday.
Turn down for what?
Friday Junior, baby. So close.
Oh, yeah. First day of November. Wow.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I'm telling you, this is where it speeds up. After Halloween, it all speeds up. Next thing you know, you got a turkey up your gullet.
I don't think it's ever slowed down.
No, not really.
Yeah. November. Dang. Yeah, man, we're getting close to the weekend where I'm going to do 25 hours of gaming for Extra Life.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, it's going to be a busy weekend. I'm going to be a tired boy on, I think, Monday. I could be a little groggy.
I have a recommendation for you guys.
Well, what's that?
Stock up on Bang.
Yeah.
Ooh, bang, bang. Dude, take some Bang.
All right. I think that may actually be a good idea, since I'm going to be up for, I don't know if I'm going to last the 25, because, of course, it's daylight, fall back hour thing, whatever the hell it is.
So, when does this start?
It starts, I believe, 10 o'clock on Saturday morning is when we officially start, and we're supposed to end at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Chris is telling me 8 o'clock.
Is it 8 o'clock we're starting?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
a.m.?
Oh,
Yeah,
all
8
right,
to 8.
Okay, 8 to 8 a.m. That's, I don't think I'm going to last all that long.
Yeah,
You can do it. Then you just sleep all Sunday. Wake up for a little bit to watch the Hawks and go back to bed.
Yeah, go Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get
I'll be there for a lot of it, though, and it's at Zulu's Board Game Cafe in Bothell. And if you want more information, where do you go get it?
BJ Shea's Geek Nation Facebook page. We've got it all right there.
Yeah, it's for a great cause. The Children's Miracle Network and a local children's hospital all over the world benefit from us just doing what we're doing, gaming for 25 hours.
Well, if Bang doesn't work, you could always. I recommend meth.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, Mr. White, we'll talk about it, Heisenberg. Let's see what you can get for me.
That escalated a little bit there.
Some of that blue Raz meth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want the cotton candy meth.
Oh, okay.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Jeff in Puyallup to take on Steve. Jeff, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out the Seattle International Auto Show, which is happening November 9th through the 12th at CenturyLink Field Event Center. Go to KISW.com for the details. You want tickets, they're available now. SeattleAutoShow.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Jeff will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
What Las Vegas hotel can tourists hail Roman soldiers while walking through the Forum shops?
Is that the Alexa?
No.
Caesar's Palace.
Yes. What country is known as the land of the rising sun?
Country. China.
No.
Japan.
Yes. What number is assigned to the solid black ball in billiards?
8.
Yes. Out of the 7 deadly sins, which one begins with the letter L?
Lust.
Yes. Which president is the only to have served as CIA director?
Nixon.
No.
Carter.
No.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
What actor played Agent K in Men in Black?
Will Smith.
No.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes,
sir.
What gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis?
Hydrogen.
No.
Oxygen.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct.
They give us oxygen is what they give us.
They do.
And what do they take from us? If they give us oxygen, what do they take from us? Okay. All right.
Well, while you think about that, Jim.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they take from Rev because, well, they don't want it, but they got to take it like all of us.
That's everything I expel right there.
Look who it is.
Hey, it's Stevie. Look at it, Steve.
Not a cowboy.
Not a cowboy today.
I posted that picture, though, and Steve, you got a lot of positive remarks, including somebody wanted to know if Steve was available. She thought he looked rather cute.
Rev, I told you I'm not available.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be keeping that on the DL there, buddy.
I had to break the news.
I mean, that's the standard, really, or the expectation super low if that was attractive to her.
Well, here's the thing.
Those short holes and those sweet legs, man.
Imagine I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm single and we get together. It's like, yeah, you're just going to have to wear those overalls all the time.
It is odd, but I tell you this. I remember this person, and she was always like, I haven't seen her in a while, but man, she was a hot chick. So nice. I would be flattered that anything I wore was appealing to somebody who I thought was attractive.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
My sweet legs. Of course, I post a picture. You got to love the people. They're nice people saying fun stuff. Other people that wanted to take shots, and I'm always just like, that's great.
Yeah.
One guy's like, someone skipped leg day, and I, of course, click on his picture, and I took everything in my power not to be a jerk. So I was like, someone doesn't skip buffet day.
Yeah.
So it's like, look, man, if you're going to take shots at someone, you better be perfect.
Gosh, right?
You know what I mean?
Man.
Exactly. See, some
chunker telling me what is wrong with me.
I know it's jealousy, man. Anytime somebody, I swear, when guys see other guys get attention, they just, why do we turn into drama queens? Just be revel in a guy getting some good attention.
I just always wonder that too. Like, what is it? We could talk about that some other time. But just like, what's the mentality of you to write somebody that you don't know something mean? Like, what's going on in your world that makes you want to tell someone that you don't know, and they don't care about your opinion, but you need to let them know that your opinion.
Yeah.
And then people who just leave things with no offense, and then they say something offensive.
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude, you don't understand. As soon as you say no offense, you are being offensive. You just ought to just shut up.
Or the BJ standby, not for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
I love you. I love you, but
just saying.
Yeah, that's my favorites.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In what Las Vegas hotel can tourists hail Roman soldiers while walking through the Forum shops?
Oh, Caesar's Palace.
Yes. What country is known as the land of the rising sun?
They'll never get this.
China.
No.
Japan.
Yes.
Right, he got it.
What number is assigned to the solid black ball in billiards?
8.
Yes. Out of the 7 deadly sins, which one begins with the letter L?
Gluttony.
No.
Good old Lutney.
Lust.
Yes.
Nice job.
Which president is the only to have served as CIA director?
President, only CIA director. Wow. Richard Nixon.
No.
I was not director.
Taft.
No.
Oh, Tafty. You can do this.
Eisenhower.
No. What actor played Agent K in Men in Black?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes. What gas do plants absorb during photosynthesis?
Water.
No.
What was the question?
What gas do plants absorb?
Methane.
No.
Oxygen.
No. What U.S. territory was devastated by 2017's Hurricane Maria?
What U.S. territory? Guam?
No. Wow. Steve.
Oh.
You did bad.
Yes, Steve.
Jeff did bad.
Yeah.
And you both did bad together. You tied.
Nice.
Both got 5 correct.
They deserve to tie because they both had the same dumb answer
Exactly,
for the
yeah.
plant thing. That's
It's a Puyallup power struggle.
Well, Jeff,
Viva Puyallup.
Yes, go Vikings.
Jeff, doesn't matter how smart you are or not, you win the prize, so congratulations, brother.
All right. Thanks for making me look smart, Steve.
There you go.
Sort of.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Steve.
I think we equally made each other stupid.
You had a tough job, but you made it happen.
What happened?
Well, it happened. He was like you. It didn't get a lot right.
Yeah.
What
You
was
both
the
said
plan?
methane.
Yeah, you both said methane and oxygen for the photosynthesis
No.
question.
Yeah. So what is it?
Well, I always get them confused, but it's carbon dioxide, right?
Yes, carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, remember, because the plants give us oxygen and they take what we spit out, which is carbon dioxide.
Yeah, breathe out, spit out. And, that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
I mean, that's what we do. And that's why they say, don't cut down all the trees, man.
Yeah, because we'll do something. I don't know.
No, because
Suffocate.
we won't have anybody give us oxygen and we won't have anybody taking our carbon.
Yeah, good point.
See what I'm saying, mate?
Yep. The president that was the only to have served as CIA director.
A lot of people don't know this, and I was surprised to find out that George Bush Sr. was the
Yes,
guy.
exactly.
Damn it.
He only did it for like a year, but
Yeah, but when he
do
did it, boy, nobody knew about it, which is kind of, you're in the CIA. I think that's really good if nobody knows.
Hey, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The U.S. territory that was devastated by 2017's Hurricane Maria.
Oh, that had to be New Orleans, right?
I said U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
There we go.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, Katrina was.
Yeah, Katrina was like 2008.
Yeah, and why wouldn't I know this? Because
don't
that's
know.
what the whole Alex Cora, the Red Sox manager, that's what he wanted relief for. I'm an idiot.
Yes, exactly. See,
Okay.
look at that. You should have known it
Yeah.
because of baseball.
You're absolutely right.
And before I get out of here,
I was about to say, right before we even went to the break, you're like, hey, I want to give a shout
Yeah.
out. And it sounded like you completely forgot.
yeah, I did. Then I wrote it
Give
down.
it
I
a
forgot.
shout.
I want to give a shout out to a guy named Mitch.
Mitch!
Yep. We didn't get dinner last night. We got
You and
takeout.
Mitch?
No. The wife and I, we didn't want to cook dinner, so we ended up going to getting takeout at the top of Tacoma, which is a great restaurant. It's a divey bar, but it's got really
Man
great
about
food.
town.
Man about town.
Well, I mean, going out and getting food and then bringing it back home.
Yeah, you're still out.
That's eating out for my wife and I.
Yeah, exactly. They've got
All
a
the time.
fantastic Reuben there. So I ended up going there, and there's a guy at the bar, and he was kind of giving me the sideways glance, and I was like, and I gave it back to him because I was like, does he recognize me? Do I recognize him? Do I actually know this guy? And then he was like, oh, are you on the radio? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Thanks for noticing. And he actually gave a lot of praise to the show, liked everyone on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about everybody?
Even Uncle Chris?
Well, I don't know. Not really. No.
I mean, look, come
He was
on.
like, BJ and Steve, they're great, and you're great too. And I was like,
not
cool.
Danny, right? He didn't like Danny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, how many people like Danny?
I love Mitch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So shout out to Mitch. He
Mitch
said, hey,
rocks.
yeah, shook my hand, and then I took my food and ran away.
Wow, you even shook his hand.
Well, look at you. You're a man of the people.
Fascinating story, Rev.
I know.
I know. You know, when Rev
Really?
tells a story, buddy, it's like, oh, sit around the campfire time.
He shook my hand.
Yeah.
And I took my sandwich and ran.
Shook his hand back, and I said, goodbye, Mitch,
Yeah.
and walked out that door into my car.
So thanks for listening, Mitch, and thanks for
Yeah.
saying hey.
Dude, you didn't tell us about when you opened the door to your car. That fascinating part was left out, and I think Steve and I got robbed on that story.
I didn't hit the car next to me, even though they parked terribly.
Oh, see, Steve, a whole different story.
Look at that.
How did they park terribly? Were they doing the diagonal thing?
No, they were just like 2 inches away from the line. I mean, they were within their line, but they weren't totally within their line. It was like that super close thing where I really want to be mad, but I can't be mad. And
See, now, what would have been great is if you just opened your door and just slammed the hell out of the car next to you, and then Mitch comes out and goes, dude.
That's my car.
It's my car.
I was thinking about that actually.
Got
As
it.
I was going back, I'm like, I hope that's not.
That
this
would have been a
car.
great story that Steve and I would have supported.
Well, unfortunately, it was not a great story, so I guess I'm just going to leave the room now.
Hey, so it says the top is one
Give
of
it
the
out a
best
shout.
places in Tacoma. Brunch
Yes.
is amazing.
It is. Brunch is fantastic. They've got really
The top
good
of
food.
Tacoma, you can. All right, I've never been there.
Yeah. A lot of the times it's really super packed, so you want to get there early. And they've got a wonderful Taco Thursday as well.
Oh well, I'm not going to go.
Oh,
there
hey,
till-
it's Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to go when Mitch is there, though. That's what I want to do.
Well, he lives nearby, he told me, and he's there pretty frequently. frequently.
All right, then.
Since we're giving shout-outs, I'd like to shout out all the nice people that came to our house yesterday for trick-or-treating. Yeah. It was a pleasant surprise when people would... The giveaway was Lulu every time. Yeah. Because Lulu starts barking, like, is that Lulu? And then they realize who I was, and it was like, that was pretty awesome.
Tell me what it's like. Go ahead, humble bragger.
Yeah. What? What am I humble bragging about?
Humble bragging about all the
nice people that said hi and said they're fans
you
of
and
our
Rev
show.
both last night. Just all you got to do is tell me about
the people showing up to our houses to trick or treat.
All the trick or treaters who show up to my house. I'm so amazing.
My bad. I checked my phone right before going to bed, and I missed 20 texts on our group chat. And all I was trying to let you guys know is I'm sorry I was busy giving out candy to all the kids in the neighborhood for the last 2.5 hours.
I'm so sorry I couldn't talk to you guys because I was busy with all the trick-or-treaters coming.
How many did you get, BJ?
Yeah, I'll tell you how many I got. We got one.
You got one? And it was more than last year.
No, it was me.
Oh.
Sarah was so sad. Nobody was coming to the house.
So you left the house and rang the doorbell?
So I went and I put a hoodie on and I put my mask on, my Captain America mask, and I got a little bag, and I thought, and I got on my knees.
No, you didn't.
Yes, you did. I did.
Did you take a picture of this?
She didn't.
Oh, Sarah.
She doesn't know how to do good radio. I was hoping she would take a picture, but she didn't.
That's awesome. Did she know it was you?
No, but then when she recognized,
she didn't know it was you.
Yeah, she didn't know.
This is amazing.
But dude, you don't know how she was so sad. She had the whole bowl of candy ready, and I kept telling her, I'm like, honey, nobody ever comes to our house. No, and she goes, no, this year this year will be different. Johnny Rubbers and I are downstairs, and they really felt domestic, like they couldn't wait to give the candy to the kids. And
how much candy did you guys have?
No, they went out and bought it. I said, I'm not buying candy anymore. I'm done with this. It's been 5 years. No one's come to the house. I'm never buying candy again, but they did.
We didn't go through all of our candy, so I definitely have a lot of leftovers for all of us here, because once it started raining, then all of a sudden, we had a great flow of people coming and going. The highlight was Lulu, of course, loses her mind every time someone rings the doorbell.
Of course she does.
So I have to hold her as my wife's giving out the candy. She's almost like, hold me back, Dad. And she's like, barking at everyone. Finally, this little kid, I was in tears laughing after he said it. He just goes, wow, your dog is really angry.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, she kind of is.
Yeah, she is. I used to lock our dog, and I would be like, I'm not even put up with this. I would go downstairs, put her in the bathroom, and lock her in there just because I'm like, dude, you can't handle people. I'm done with you.
Damn, Carl was hissing at every single person.
Oh, for crying out loud.
It was like that kind of that freak out little hiss.
So this was your first Halloween since buying the house?
Yeah.
How many? Did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters?
We had
did you have a lot? He kept counting the number.
My wife was keeping tabs. And we have a security system. I had to go back to the tape to make sure and get the numbers right.
Check with Toronto.
Are you kidding me? You guys went back over at security tape to count the kids.
Yes, we had.
You guys all suck.
We had 93 kids.
93?
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
That was
great.
That was 93 more than I had.
It was so fantastic.
But I heard I wasn't the only goose egg.
Who else had a goose egg?
I think Vicky, didn't you have nobody?
I had 3.
I had 0.
Oh, Danny was the other guy. Hey, Danny, thanks for answering very quickly when I said I think
Danny's too busy playing on his phone right now.
Yeah, I'm posting stuff to Instagram.
Sure you are.
Yeah,
okay.
sure you are.
No, I had 2 kids, which was completely random, and then the third one was my nephew who lives next door. So it's just like, it's you again.
Wait, that's at your parents' house, too?
Yeah.
They don't trick-or-treat in your neighborhood anymore?
Not really. All the kids grew up.
Well, then you get the new ones.
Yeah, we got a couple new ones. Like, literally, they just moved in, like, right up in front of us. So.
Your parents are now the old person street.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes everybody stays in the same street, but their kids are all gone, and then nobody moves in, and you're the old person street.
Yeah, I think eventually everyone's going to be moving out, and we got some very, very old neighbors. So we'll have some kids soon.
Danny, do you live in an apartment or a house?
Apartment.
Oh, see, that's why you didn't get anyone.
Well, I mean, but it's like a complex that like looks like houses, but we live kind of towards the back. We didn't expect any.
Yeah.
We have pumpkins leading up the whole path, though, so that's why I thought maybe we'd get some, but nothing.
I have a feeling your complex is probably a bunch of single people or early, younger people.
No, actually older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is really surprising.
Danny lives in a retirement.
Oh, I would have lived there.
And they lie to the people.
Yeah.
They put on an old man wig whenever they come and go.
I did the same thing.
Bosom buddies.
I did the same thing BJ did, except I was an old person when he went to pretend he was.
That's what it is.
Dude, somebody got 200 kids. Another person says I didn't get any. Wow, another person in South Hill Puyallup got 0 trick-or-treaters. Apparently all the trick-or-treaters came to our development because it was a zoo outside of our house. It was awesome.
That's the thing. I just think that people go to certain areas now and they don't do their neighborhood. There's some neighborhoods they go, nah, I'm not going to do my neighborhood.
Our neighbor said that they're going to Spanaway. Apparently, there's a hookup there, a good neighborhood there for that. They do it. And like my sister, she took her children down to University Place, which is one of those big suburban kind of areas.
Oh yeah,
you
exactly.
just get it set up and get a whole bunch at once.
Damn.
Yeah, we got so many. I was so happy.
I'm going to try what Steve said next year, though. I don't have Halloween decorations outside my house. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if that's giving a message that we don't do anything.
Do you have any children? Do you hear anybody milling about outside of your house trick-or-treating?
Never.
See, then I think the problem is not so much you, it's your neighborhood.
It probably is.
You guys need to work a little bit harder.
We don't have a lot of houses on the cul-de-sac where we are, and that's the other thing.
And you don't have to do a whole lot of work now. They have those giant projectors that you just project onto the garage.
Yeah. I think it's our neighborhood
like
man.
that.
Steve's right. We're just
one person says, I live in Lake Stevens. I had 205.
Whoa.
Wow. 189 in Blue Ridge and Linwood.
Wow.
And then Adam and Everett says, I bought a ton of candy, then turned off the lights. We aren't sharing.
That's it. That's it. That's the spirit. Congratulations, Al.
Most popular costume in my neighborhood was Mario from Mario Brothers.
Oh, interesting.
I saw a bunch of kids like that, and then Spider-Man was number 2. Spider-Man was the one that commented on my dog being very angry.
Spidey knows what's up.
Spider-Mins.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Mins.
Yeah, there was a bunch of those there. There's some really great costumes.
And one, I wasn't sure if the person was Mr. Wacky, kind of like one of those big things, or a giant bong. I couldn't really tell. But I'm thinking it was a giant bong.
Probably.
And it was awesome. It lit up and everything. It was blue.
Really?
Like this giant tubey thing.
Yeah, it's a bong.
Okay, wait. Was it a kid?
I don't know, because I couldn't see.
If it's a little kid dressed as a giant bong, you're like, really, adults?
Those are
Is
great
that a
parents.
bong? Yes, sir, it is.
Those are great parents.
That's right. My parents made it. I don't know what it is, but they said people would love it. Got to tell you about this popular musical artist who stopped his show for a minute, all because of a fan's tattoo. And we've got the audio. You're going to hear it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I don't know if you know country music artist Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, dude, he's actually pretty badass.
I haven't heard much of his music, I don't think, but
it's got a cool vibe.
I'll tell you this, though. He seems badass enough that there was a fan who he invited on stage in his show in Lexington, Kentucky on Saturday. The reason being is the fan, was wearing a T-shirt that said, "Ask me about my Chris Stapleton tattoo." And Chris joked about making the guy promise to keep his shirt on the rest of the show. But the guy lifted up his shorts to reveal a really big tattoo of Chris Stapleton's face on his leg. And, dude, it's high up there.
And it's detailed.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty nuts. And it was close to pretty nuts as well. I mean, here's the audio of how this all goes.
All right, let's bring this fella up here. Let's see this tattoo. Well, let's get some cameras ready. I don't know what's about to happen. Here's the deal, man. If we see this tattoo, you got to keep your shirt on the rest of the show. This has never happened before. What's your name, brother? What's your name? We're getting this? What's your name? Chuck's your name? Chuck? Give him a hand, everybody. He tattooed me on his leg.
That is insane. Yeah. I mean, that is insane. I know we know what that's like ourselves, because when we had Simon Pegg in one time, a fan came up while we were doing a live broadcast showing the Shaun of the Dead tattoo she had on her body. And
it was an extensive tattoo, too.
And Simon was like, whoa, I've never seen anybody tattoo me on their body before. And for Chris Stapleton, too, it's like, you got to be kidding me. And you're right, Steve. It's a good-looking tattoo. I love the black ink tattoos.
Yeah, and it's very detailed. The shading is phenomenal on it, and it's a great likeness of him. It would have been funny, though, if they made the beard and he did the tattoo over his stomach or his stomach area, and that the beard was his manscaping.
Okay.
Probably couldn't show it to Chris.
Yeah.
You think Chris would get a kick out of that? I would laugh my ass off if somebody did that. It's like, Rev, if you have a beard, if someone did a tattoo of your face around their stomach and the goatee was their manscaping.
Yeah.
I would at first be horrified.
Yeah.
But also, it would be amazing. Like, yeah, that just seems so weird, though. But yeah, it would be pretty. I would be flattered, but also horrified.
They could tattoo the tongue, the dong to look like a tongue. And then it's like Rev sticking his tongue out.
See, then you got to see the guy's junk, though, in order to see the tattoo. Do you really want to see the Steve Miggs tattoo where, see
it once.
Yeah.
Just once.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm trying to think if there's an artist that I would actually get somebody's face tattooed.
That's a big thing to get somebody's face tattooed on your body.
I have Brandon Lee's face tattooed as the Crow on me.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
It's on my thigh.
I think I forgot that.
Yeah, and that's the one I showed to James O'Barr, who wrote the book and drew the book, The Crow, originally.
Yeah, I still think he was just happy that a girl was showing him her leg.
Yeah, but I have a big piece. It's his face, and then I have a lot of other pieces with it, so it's a big tattoo piece.
I have a couple band tattoos. I have the Biohazard logo on my leg. And I was showing it to the drummer of Biohazard. I think he was just tired from playing on a set because his drummer has a workout, and I'm like, check it out. Blah, blah, blah. And when he played once here in Seattle, he's like, cool, man. I'm like, I wasn't expecting to be invited backstage. And then I realized, of course they're going to invite me backstage. I'm not hot. And also, almost every Biohazard fan that's an obsessive fan has some kind of Biohazard tattoo. So he's probably seen a bunch of those. And then I have a band called Dog Eat Dog. I have their logo tattooed on my arm as well.
If you got their faces on there, that'd be different.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever get to that point.
Yeah, man. It is pretty amazing to basically, this Chris Stapleton fan, that's what he did. Got a giant tattoo of Chris's face on his leg. And it is a real crazy thing, man.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Because I don't know what Chris Stapleton's career is going to look like, but, perhaps 10, 20 years, people are going to go, who the hell's that?
Man, I feel pretty confident in thinking that Chris Stapleton's going to be, no pun intended, a staple in the country music world for a long time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
At least that, because then if it was like on the level of a Willie Nelson tattoo, you're at least always going to know Willie. So hopefully Chris has that kind of career where people know.
I think he's going to have a very long career.
Well, we want to know this based on this whole situation. Because it's crazy to get like this dude's face tattooed on your leg. And like Steve said, it's incredibly detailed. What is the craziest thing that you've done, all because you're a big fan of something? Because this guy, obviously a big fan of country star Chris Stapleton. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Chris Stapleton, country music star, invited a fan on stage because the guy had a Chris Stapleton tattoo, and it was on his leg, and it went all the way up his upper thigh-ish area. It was it was just like a little too much. It's like, all right, I don't need a guy lifting his leg like he's trying to get a ride.
Oh, come on,
like a sexy lady ride. Bad. And it's a crazy thing though, because it's a pretty in-depth, detailed tattoo of Chris Stapleton's face.
What if someone came up to you and showed you a tattoo of your face with that kind of detail? Because that took hours to do.
I know, dude. I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I'd be like, obviously it's flattered, but it's like, wow, dude, why would you do that to your body? How'd you put my ugly mug on your body like that?
That's the last thing somebody wants to hear, that they'd probably spend hundreds of dollars and several hours to pay tribute to someone, and their response is, why would you do that?
I know. I'd have to keep that inside and go, that's awesome.
I would hope.
Yeah, I know what to say, but in my mind, I'd be like, oh, man, dude, don't hurt yourself this way. Don't do it. It's a crazy thing to do, to get that kind of a detailed face tattoo of somebody that you're a big fan of. How about you? What is the craziest thing that you've done, all because you're a big fan of something? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Juanita in Renton, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Juanita. Welcome to the show. How about you? You're a crazy fan. What crazy thing did you do?
Okay, so when I was 14, Slayer released an album, Divine Intervention, and inside the cassette booklet, there was a picture of a guy who had carved the logo of Slayer into his arm. It was really bloody, gory, and I thought it was super cool.
I remember seeing that when I was younger and thinking, that's dedication.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I a little worried about this? I have a feeling I know where this is going, because I feel like you're probably not the only person that's done what you're about to tell us.
Oh, yeah. So I got a hold of a box cutter and carefully carved the logo of Slayer into my arm. I had to wear long sleeves for a while after that. I got some pretty good pictures.
So is it still there?
No, it faded after a year or so. I think it wasn't deep enough. I'm not a cutter, actually. It was just that one time for the cool glory picture.
Kind of got caught up in the Slayer moment.
Wow. I don't know, as a parent, like, again, this was a few years ago. I mean, as a parent, you walk in, there's your kid all bloody armed up. I mean, how do you not think that, okay, you're listening to devil music? You know what I'm saying? If, 20 years ago or so this happened and you're a parent, your kid's carving
the
her
band
arm
that wrote South of Heaven, you're going to make those kind of assumptions?
I know. Why would I think that? Appreciate the call, Juanita. I mean, it's, especially it's your daughter. You walk in, there's your sweet little daughter just carving up her arm, and you go, okay, you're not going to listen to this band no mo.
And I don't know how many, but I would imagine a lot of Slayer fans did that after they saw that picture.
I think you're right, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, like you said, you hardcore, maybe have a little, maybe beverage to get you in the mood or some other thing.
Or just the anger, man. Some people just, don't, and it's just,
See, I've never been that angry where I want to, like, carve myself.
Oh, yeah. I think it takes a certain type.
It does. I mean, you're right. There are people that really, the cutting, the carving does actually relieve tension and whatever. Mm-hmm. But for me, I was like, no, just give me some M&Ms.
I like this one. My husband has a tattoo of Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka on the inside of his bicep. It's awesome. On our first date, he asked if I want to see his Willy.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, that is a great line and a great tattoo. For some reason, I like that tattoo.
It is funny. And it's such an iconic character.
Yeah. Good day, sir. Yeah, you can just
I said good day.
Let's go to Jared in Puyallup. Jared, you are on the rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Jared, welcome to the show, buddy. What you got for us?
Hey, this is for you, BJ. I'm a lifelong Yankee fan, and I was in a bar, and I got in a fight just because a guy had a Red Sox hat on.
Oh, so he didn't even say anything? You just saw the hat and you saw red, as it were, Red Sox.
We just kind of locked eyes, and we just threw I had a Yankee hat on. We threw a couple F-bombs, and that was it.
Damn, dude. Wow. That's to me, it's just crazy, because I immediately start talking, and I usually end up being really cool because, dude, the Red Sox and Yankee fans, it's the best rivalry ever. No matter which side you're on, you're the king of sports rivalries. And so to me, I think there's a brotherhood there, even though we're on opposite sides.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm a gracious fan to Yankee fans because, look, I mean, they still got their 27 championships. It's nice where it can go back and forth, and we'll see what happens. And the Yankees do have a decent team, and I don't think they're going to stand pat this winter. I think they're going to be like, oh, yeah? Well, let's see what you do in 2019 because we're going to do something.
Oh, we got to get some pitching. That's about it.
Yeah, you'll do that. But you guys will figure it out. Payroll won't be an issue for either of our teams.
I feel like maybe there were probably more fights, especially back in the day before all the free agency and players. Yeah. You know what I mean? Back when a player was almost loyal to the team forever, you would see the player play with the Yankees for their entire career, or the Reds. But then once all of a sudden you start seeing Roger Clemens going back and forth on both teams, or Wade Boggs, it's just like, okay, why are we fighting with each other? They're clearly they don't care. They're going to the highest bidder.
It is an interesting thing, Steve. Yeah, and I'm always of the mindset that I was much more cerebral, so I'm more the stat crunching geeky guy. I'd rather have that kind of conversation with a Yankee fan about all that stuff rather than throw blows. But you're right. Ever since free agency,
I don't get how people.
Yeah, you really can't. I mean, you can't. People are going to go where they're going to go. I mean, granted, it does suck if one goes to the other. It's happened more that somebody from the Red Sox has jumped to the Yankees than the other way around.
So he says, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of Steve Miggs on the back of my right leg so that my right butt cheek represents his bald head. Please do that, please.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I know you're kidding, but please do that.
No, maybe they should do that. I mean, we'll give him a T-shirt.
I got a tattoo of the Rainier R, not because I'm a big fan of the beer. I'm just a big fan of cracking cold ones with the boys.
Nice.
Yeah, but Vitamin R, I mean, that's our hometown brew.
It's a great logo, too.
Yeah, it is a great logo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love that, man. I mean, I love the hometown brew, even though sometimes people may make fun of whatever the hometown brew is. We used to make fun of the Genesee. Geneseo was the beer, in Rochester, and people would make fun of it because the river itself didn't look like you'd ever want to drink anything out of it, let alone a beer. But, the hometown brew is the thing. I love that. Let's go to Ben in Linwood. Ben, you are on the rock.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got?
Well, I got so obsessive over a book series that it negatively affected my work, my relationship, but at the same time it was super beneficial. It was The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of hardcore fans about that. Do they have any movies, or they're about to plan movies yet? No, not yet? Okay.
Amazon and Sony are making the TV show right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is the showrunner.
Yeah, you know what? I hope you're encouraged because, like you said, people like you love that series.
Oh, Oh, yeah, no, I've gone through it 3 times. I plan on getting a tattoo of it. And at the time when I was obsessive over it, it actually helped me through depression, and it was amazing. Dude, I love that book series.
Here's what I don't understand, though. Like a video game, man, I could see you sticking with it for hours and hours and hours. But a book, once you're done reading it...
This isn't a book. This is 14 books, and each one of them are friggin' doorstops. I have all of them, and I haven't gotten through all of them.
Well, that
is absolutely obsessive.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Psychological parallel universes are in it. The multiverse theory takes a little bit of a place in there. It's phenomenal.
Dude, how are they going to do a 14 dictionary-sized books? How are they going to put that into a TV show? Jeez.
Oh, a lot of the books take place at the same time, timeline-wise. So in a TV show, they'll be able to do like 2 or 3 books parallel in one season. So
okay. That won't confuse me.
Just put me on the show and I can help them out.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Ben, we're going to...
I haven't even heard of this.
It sounds like a BJ Shea's Geek Nation thing that we'll look into, and we need to get Ben as our official advisor since he knows. Because, yeah, if you're going to have a storyline that's all over the place like that, I'm going to need someone to help me out.
I like this text says, during the Aladdin play at the Paramount last year, I screamed, "I love you, Aladdin," when it got quiet. Jafar called me desperate in front of the entire hall. Aladdin was hot, though. Worth it.
Jafar called her desperate? How cool is that?
I didn't know it was not this one, but we went to the Aladdin.
Yeah?
Show. It was
he hot?
Yeah, he was a smoke show.
Okay.
Actually, that was me. I just pretended it was a text.
Did you? Oh, Steve.
Jafar was very rude to me.
Yeah, Jafar. He doesn't care about anybody. All right, I got to tell you about this group of chefs that came up with a list of meals that you should never, ever order at a restaurant. And this is what the chefs are saying. What topped the list? I'll tell you at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.